Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the chapter Comparing Quantities of Class 8 Mathematics. First, let's discuss about fractions and ratios. A fraction is something which represents a part of a whole. It consists of numerators and denominators. It is the division of two same quantities. Here we see the first circle, which is colored green, is a whole. When we divide this circle into two parts and color one part, we represent it as 1 by 2. Similarly, in this case, we divided the circle into four parts and colored only one part. We represent this by 1 by 4, means one part being colored out of four parts. Ratio is comparison of one value to other or comparison of two different quantities. Example, 3:5, 7:10. Now, finding increase or decrease percentage in different situations. In general, we find a new number using this formula. When the new number has an increase in its percentage. New number is equals to original number plus increase in percentage into the original number. To understand this, let's consider this example. The cost of a mobile phone is 15,000. Find the new price if there is increase of 5%. First of all, let's notice the details in the question. The original number here is 15,000 and increase in percentage is 5%. So the new price is 15,000 plus increase in percentage, which is 5%, 5 by 100 into 15,000. Hence, it is 15,000 plus 750, which is 15,750. Hence, the increase in price of the mobile phone is 750, while the new price is 15,750. The new number can also be found using this formula. New number is equals to original number into percentage increase. Consider the previous example. The new price can also be found as 15,000 into percentage increase, that is 105%, denoted as 105 by 100. So the price is 15,750. I wish to bring you to the notice of between percentage increase and increase in percentage. Increase in percentage is always less than 100, while percentage increase would be greater than 100. It's a simple trick to remember. Percentage increase is different from increase in percentage. Increase in percentage is like difference between the percentage increase and 100. Now let's consider about finding a new number when there is decrease in percentage. This is similar to the formula we studied before. New number is equals to original number minus decrease in percentage into number. Another formula is new number equals to original number into percentage decrease. Consider another example similar to previous. The cost of a mobile phone is 15,000. Find the new price if there is a decrease of 5%. We'll use the second formula to find the answer. New price is equals to 15,000 into 95%, which is denoted by 95 by 100. So the price becomes 14,250 rupees. Now let's consider about discount. A reduction or decrease on market price is known as discount. If the discount is given in numbers, then it is calculated by discount equals to marked price minus sale price. If the discount is given in percentage, then it is calculated by discount equals to discount percentage of the market price. We see in shops, during sales, they say 50% discount, 25% discount and all. These are applications of discount. Now let's study how to estimate the amounts. Consider estimating amounts when there is a discount or hike on the market price. Hike represents when there is increase in market price. Amount is equals to market price minus discount. Amount is equals to market price plus hike. Consider an example. Anil bought a pair of shoes priced 650 at a discount of 10%. Find the billing amount. Here in this question, it is mentioned that there is a discount of 10%. So we'll use the first formula. Amount is equals to market price minus discount. The market price is rupees 650 and discount is 10%. So the billing amount becomes rupees 585. Prices and charges related to buying and selling. Profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. Profit percentage is equals to profit by cost price into 100. Similarly, loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Loss percentage equals to loss by cost price into 100. Now let's discuss about sales tax and value added tax, also known as VAT. Sales tax or value added tax is the tax that should be paid to the government on sale of an item and it is added to the bill amount. Normally, VAT is included in the price of items like groceries. Sales tax or VAT is tax percentage of the selling price. Billing amount is equals to selling price plus VAT or sales tax. Now let's study about simple interest. Simple interest is the extra money charged on a loan where the principal amount will be fixed for a particular time period. Interest in general is the extra money that a bank gives for saving or depositing money with them. Similarly, when anybody borrow money, they pay interest. Simple interest can be calculated by simple interest equals to principal amount into time period into rate by 100. Coming to the compound interest, in compound interest is the interest calculated on principal and the interest of previous period. The principal amount increases with every time period as the interest payable is added to the principal. Let's consider an example to understand compound interest. Find the compound interest on rupees 10,000 for 2 years at an interest rate of 5% annually. Let's calculate the interest for first year. For first year, the principal amount is 10,000, time period 1 year and rate 5%. So we calculate the interest using simple interest formula. Principal amount into time into rate by 100. Substituting the values, we get interest for the first year to be 500. We know amount is equals to principal amount plus interest, which becomes 10,500. This amount is the principal amount for second year. Coming to the calculation for second year, principal amount is 10,500 time period 1 year, rate 5%. We calculate the interest rate for second year by substituting in the simple interest formula, which turns out to be 525. The amount at the end of second year is 11,025 rupees. The total compound interest for 2 years is interest for first year plus interest for second year, which is 1,025 rupees. Calculation of compound interest using this method turns out to be very hectic when the time period is too long. So we did use a formula to calculate compound interest. Let's go through that. Let P1 be the sum on which interest is compounded annually at the rate of R. Then the interest for first year becomes I1. Interest for first year is principal amount for first year into time into rate. Time is 1 year, so principal amount into rate by 100 is the interest. We know amount is equals to principal amount plus interest, which turns out to be principal amount into 1 plus rate by 100 as shown here. Similarly, when we calculate for second year, the principal amount here becomes the amount of first year, which is principal amount 1 into 1 plus R by 100 time 1 year and rate R%. The interest turns out to be principal amount into rate by 100 into 1 plus rate by 100. The amount becomes principal amount 2 plus interest 2. When we calculate following these steps, we get amount at the end of second year to be principal amount into 1 plus rate by 100 whole square. Continuing this way, the amount at the end of n years will be principal amount into 1 plus rate by 100 whole power n, where n is the time period, and the compound interest can be calculated using amount minus principal amount. Here we can see the formula for compound interest. Please note this. Amount is equals to principal into 1 plus rate by n whole power nt, where R is interest rate and n is the number of times interest is compounded per unit time and t is time. Let's consider about rate compounded annually or half yearly. If interest is compounded annually, time span is n equals to 1 year in the previous formula, and the principal amount varies yearly. The principal amount A equals to P plus I1 for the first year will serve as the principal for second year. Please note down the formula for calculating amount and compound interest when rate is compounded annually. amount is equals to principal into 1 plus rate by 100 whole power n. Coming to rate compounded half yearly, in this the time span is 6 months and the principal amount varies half yearly. The principal amount A equals to P plus I1 for first 6 months will be the principal for next 6 months. The formula for calculating amount is principal into 1 plus rate by 200 whole power 2n. Compound interest is as usual calculated by amount minus principal. Let's know the application of this compound interest. Compound interest is used to calculate growth rate of a population. It is also used to calculate change in the price of an item. Consider an example. A motorcycle is bought at rupees 1,60,000. Its value depreciates at the rate of 10% per annum. Find its value after 2 years. Given principal is equals to 1,60,000, time period 2 years, and rate of depreciation is 10%. So the amount will be principal into 1 minus r by 100 whole power n. The minus comes here because the value is being depreciated annually. If it increases annually, then in this formula there would be a plus instead of minus. Now, when we calculate the amount by substituting the value of P, N and R, it turns out to be 1,29,600. Hence, the value of motorcycle after 2 years is rupees 1,29,600. Here we end this video. Thank you.